Starting a duo of offbeat sniping weapons based on cleaning supplies that you begin unlocking at level 6. My, what a specific title. It can only belong to the classic Squiffer. I like to call this Sniper Light Edition. It charges faster than the Splat Charger, does almost as much damage, but has significantly less range. It might be frustrating to use for first-timers, as people that like to snipe typically are used to playing farther away and from up on a high perch, whereas people who aren't used to sniping might just find it frustrating in general that it's not as long range as they would like. It's meant to be more viable at fighting down on the ground. Remember the right-handed corners tip for this one. Its fast charge time combined with only needing to expose a small portion of your body to get a shot is an effective way to use this. The Squiffer does particularly well in narrow hallways that have objects for you to duck behind. If it's still frustrating and flying solo isn't working out too well, another viable playstyle is to go nowhere alone and act as support. It might not sound exciting at first, but if you're the difference between a strong teammate being alive or dead, that's still a huge deal. Your long straight lines of ink can not only kill an enemy in one hit when fully charged, but they also serve as an escape route for a teammate if they need to get away quickly. Remember that support roles can be important. It might not be the longest range thing ever, but it does outrange a respectable number of common weapons like the splatter shots and the splat rollers. It's good at playing defensive, kiting them, not allowing them to get close, and just simply picking them off from a distance they can't do much about. The big weapons to watch out for when playing a Squiffer are long-range shooters like the Splattershot Pro, the Squelchers, and as you would expect, it's big bad older brother snipers that outrange it by quite a lot. When directly comparing the Squiffer to other sniping weapons, it's very easy to see the negatives, but remember the positives of not only having a faster charge time, but fantastic run speed for what it is. It does a lot better strafing. Your sub-weapon for this time is Point Sensor. On this set, point sensors are most commonly used to tag things that you outrange and taking easy shots from a distance that they can't do anything about. But it's also very appreciated if you're hanging back and throwing them to point out enemies to your teammates. Its special is the Bubbler, further aiding the Squiffer at playing closer than other sniping weapons, can be used as a panic button, and of course, once again, does a good job playing team support. But, if you want to use this set for invincibility, unless you want to play a support role, I'd suggest waiting a few more seconds for what we're about to see. In the way of equipment, for the first and probably last time, I want to give special attention to Ink Saver Sub. This was once considered one of the worst abilities in the game. It can be good now because it reduces ink usage of sub-weapons by a percentage, whereas it used to do it by units of ink, making it just not that helpful compared to Ink Saver main. If you run it on anything that has point sensor with 2 main slots of it, it becomes possible to throw 3 point sensors without a need for a reload. Again, can be good when playing team support or just when practicing for your shots. Also, I do need to clarify that the damage up thing that I'm suggesting is just for fun more than anything else. It's just one of those goofy things that you can do that might be fun for a side distraction, but I don't seriously suggest that you go doing that in high-level play. The alternate kit, unlocked at level 20, is the Fresh Squiffer. Now this is the story all about how my life got flipped turned up. No. This is probably the best of these two Squiffers, and why I suggested holding out on the Classic. Before this was added into the game, there was the occasional good Squiffer you had to fight every once in a while, and if you weren't prepared, yeah, they could be very annoying because it wasn't a commonly played weapon. But after this was added, Squiffer became played so much more. It's not the greatest weapon in the world, but let's get started on the kit. Sub is the Suction Bomb. The Squiffer excels at playing a buddy to common shooters, and this is great for that. Even when flying solo, it's the ultimate manipulation tool when it gets such quick one-hit kills once you're fully charged. Don't forget that the Suction Bomb is incredible at being placed where people are super jumping to for some easy kills. Special is the Kraken, and for a weapon that's all about quick kills, this is amazing. Being easily the most versatile special out there, it makes so many things possible for a weapon that previously had very limited capabilities. Safely super jumping, overcoming an enemy in 2v1 situations when it otherwise couldn't. It's good. Only real downside is that the Kraken is kind of on the expensive side, so it might be difficult to charge up. Thus, of course, I recommend Special Charge Up or Tenacity. In my personal opinion, I consider this one of the ultimate examples of difficult to master, but such high potential. The main attack is frustrating to use if you're used to other weapons, but every attack it has on this kit is a one-hit kill. The main's one-shot is so quick for a charger, and there's such good synergy between the manipulation with warning shots, manipulation with suction bombs, and the versatility of the Kraken. It is frustrating at first, let it be frustrating. There is something wonderful to love once you've adjusted to it. Yeah, only 2 new kits, not really a whole lot of new stuff, but hey, maybe some other time.